Wicked. What's up? Kia ora, welcome everyone. My name's Tracy B. Sunday night Own Your Life event. I've all these beautiful faces on here tonight. We've got an epic event for all of you tonight. We've got so many people here that are coming to support a whole bunch of people who are launching their business on this event tonight. So kia ora, big ups. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you very, very much. To Latoya, Sherie, Aaron, and Dan, who's going to showcase tonight. You guys are amazing. And everyone coming to support them, you're even more amazing. So like I said before, my name's Tracy B. We're going to share with you guys an opportunity that's come into our lives. 2 years ago, a product and a business came into my life, and I snapped it up because it totally made sense, and I'm so glad I did because it has changed my life. I now get to work at home around my kids, and I get to show others how to work at home online around their family and have more family time, and the bonus of getting healthy all in the same packet. So that was a no-brainer for me. It was something that I saw across the board. A lot of people are sick, and you know, they're dying and they're unhealthy, and I just wanted to help everybody. So tonight you're going to hear stories from some people who have also jumped on this waka, and they've decided that this is awesome, and we've got loads of love and support to help everybody achieve their dreams. And you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about when you hear the stories of real people just like you and me, making their mark in this world and being able to inspire and love one another along the way. It's the best mission ever, and I really implore you to stay till the end of the event, because seriously, we've got some epic stories coming up. So I'm going to pass it over to my friend Hannah, who I actually met not long ago through this business, all online, and I've just seen this girl rocket through life. She's just grown so much. She's got a beautiful team now, two of which you're going to hear from tonight, which is amazing, and you'll see exactly why we have this buzz that we've got right now. So once again, kia ora, thank you all for joining us. I'm going to pass it to Hannah, and then we're just going to flow, because that's how we roll. Okay.
Kia ora, Tracy. Thank you. Bummer you can't hear us. Anyway, we'll roll with it. Kia ora, everybody. Thank you for joining tonight. There's such a massive amount of people here. It's so cool, but not a surprise because we've got 4 amazing people launching their businesses tonight. So I am just going to talk a little bit about the program and the products that we provide. So I came across the JBT program about 9 months ago. It stood out to me because it was based around whole food nutrition. It wasn't a diet. There was no deprivation. It wasn't kind of like, it wasn't just paleo or just vegan or just this and that. It was just really about getting away from the CRAP, which is the carbonated drinks, the refined sugars, the artificial flavors and colorings, and the processed foods. So getting rid of the crap and going back to basics, going back to our whole food living. So that really stood out to me in my whānau, and I just wanted to jump on that waka. And I had my 3rd baby last year, and was quite depleted. I had tonsillitis last winter. My son had shingles. We were really just run down as a whānau. We were quite busy. We owned a traditional business, so always on the go. And yeah, just really run down. And I just knew that we needed something more in our lives. I was fairly healthy, but not really that conscious about what we were bringing into the home and what we were putting into our bodies. So that's why I found this program really helpful in raising that consciousness and educating ourselves and being able to inspire other people to do the same. The program has hundreds of recipes from 10 KFC for Snickers bars, you know, so there really is no deprivation. And they're all online as well. There's ebooks, so really easy to access. There's a massive community. I think there's over 20,000 people on the Facebook page now, and it's really, really active. And the designer, Kira Westwick, she is constantly updating that program and constantly trying to add value to it, and yeah, she's really active in there too. So for me, it's about the food that we put into our body needs to recognize it. If we're putting processed things and stuff in our bodies, artificial things, our body doesn't actually recognize it, so it starts to do some crazy stuff. Starts to get inflamed, starts to get tired and fatigued and all that other stuff. We know when we have crap food, we feel like crap. So that's where the products come into play and make sense and come into line with the program. The products are from a beautiful company called Juice Plus. Fruit, veg and berries in a capsule is the first product, and then there's 2 more. So the fruit, veg and berries in a capsule are just that, like literally just that. And wowee, it's just food. But I think, you know, we go to the supermarket and we get maybe 5 or 6 different varieties of fruits and veg, and it's not always picked at its peak kind of nutritional state. It might have been sitting in a truck and, you know, traveled somewhere and then sitting on the shelf, and so depleted. So we're not always getting that high nutritional intake from the fruits and veg that we get from the supermarket. So what Juice Plus does is they pick their fruit, veg and berries at the peak nutritional state. They juice it all down, seeds, skins, everything, and dry it out and encapsulate it so it's alive when it's in that capsule, and it's alive when you take it and have some water with it, and it carries it to our cells. So it carries it to our cells, and our body recognizes it because it's real food. And so our body can absorb it properly. And say, if you think about the multivitamins you get from the supermarket, there's usually fractured, and they're like kind of filled with other bits and pieces that our body again doesn't recognize, so our body just gets rid of it through our wee, and that's when you get that really kind of bright yellow wee. If you take Juice Plus, it doesn't just. So it's the equivalent to taking about 27 different fruit, veg and berries a day. So I'm getting that into myself, my partner gets it, and my children get it too. So we've had some amazing results within the first couple of weeks of being on it. Wicked energy. I was full-time breastfeeding, waking up 3 or 4 times a night, and we just really just felt really energized. Like I started waking up in the morning and feeling like I hadn't, you know, only had 3 hours sleep or, you know, 4 hours broken sleep, and was able to maintain that energy through the day. My partner was also working very long hours, and he felt like he was able to manage that a lot better, and was, you know, your moods kind of balance out, you get better sleep because your body is getting that full nutritional intake that it really, really needs. And then we have, the other cool thing about Juice Plus is that it's the most highly researched nutraceutical product of its kind in the world. So there's no other product out there that gets as much research done on it as Juice Plus. And I just think that's pretty cool. I was a study nut for 3 years, and when I saw that, I was kind of like, oh yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. I like a bit of research behind what I purchase. And the other thing is the company's been around for 40 years, so it's been around for a long time. It's sustained its quality, and it kind of makes sense really that it's lasted that long, because it really is just that fruit, veg and berries that we we need in our bodies and that our body needs to heal. So the other product is an omega. So it's a vegan omega. All of our products are vegan. They're all encapsulated in a vegan capsule. The omega goes straight to the alga, so there's no fish. You're not kind of pillaging the sea for the fish anymore. They're just going to the plant that the fish eat in order for the fish to have the omega. And then there's also some beautiful oils in there, like tomato seed oil, pomegranate oil, sea buckthorn oil. So yeah, those are amazing, and our omegas are like, you know, the oil for the engine. So great for our main organs like our heart, our brain, and then our joints, and really amazing for notice my skin evened out a lot more once I started taking those, because I used to have quite patchy skin, dry and patchy. And then we've got our macro nutrient, which is the complete powders. So these are like a balanced, they're a balance of protein, complex carbs, and good fats. So in there you've got about 20 different superfoods and 8 different vegetables. There's things like amaranth, quinoa, millet, what else we got in there? Pumpkin powder, splendour powder, yucca powder. There's like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts. I mean, yeah, like I can chuck one of those into the kids' smoothie, and I know that they have just got a wicked kind of, you know, boost in their nutrition for the day. And they're amazing for, like, if you're on the go. I know that my partner Dan, when he was truck driving, he would have one of those in the truck and be able to just chuck it into some water and have it instead of stopping at the truck stops and, you know, all of that sort of stuff. The cool thing about our company is that they're a company with a heart. So any purchase above the fruit and veggies, any adult purchase, you can sponsor a child for free. Fruits and veg. 17 different fruits and veg you're getting into your child every single day. The eaters, best way to kind of boost that and increase that craving, because we know when we flood ourselves with all this great nutrients, with this real food, our body will actually start to crave it more, and so we start to see children who are reaching for more fruits and veggies, trying new fruits and veggies, less days off school, higher immune systems, better behavior, you know, more balanced moods. And what I noticed in my kids straight away was their regularity. So they're really great bowel function. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've only got 3 products really, and yeah, it just makes sense to me and my whānau, and you'll hear some stories from our launches tonight about how and why it made sense to them. So I'm going to pass it on to my launches. I'm going to pass it on to the beautiful Sherie, who's going to share a little bit about her. So if you just take yourself off mute, Sherie.
Am I cool? Like, can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Kia ora. Ko Sherie hauraki tēnei. Kia ora koutou te whānau, huhui mai nei tēnei pō I runga te kaupapa. No mai, haere mai. So I'm Sherie, and yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. So pretty much, if we take it back like a year and a bit ago, I decided, I made a massive decision to put myself first and, you know, self-love and all that. So on the 27th of April 2017, I left a pretty volatile relationship. And yeah, so did that. And with that comes a lot of, I guess, challenges. And that looked like anxiety, depression, stress, fun dynamics, all of that stuff. Yeah, far out. I started pretty heavy, didn't I? So yeah, and then like heaps of other stuff, you know, that comes with all those challenges. And I guess with that came good stuff. So getting back to my whānau, like mum and dad, the kids, found me a new love, who together we have 7 kids. So just saying that, I'm pretty sure you feel drained, that, knowing that, you know, we've got to get up most days and get 7 kids ready for school and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, pretty full on lives. And then going through all of that stuff, I think with the whole kōrero and this kaupapa, that really sat well with me is the whole hauora, so the health and well-being side of it for me just sounded really good, not only for my body but for my mind, you know, all that stuff, and it just sounded right. So if we go past all of that stuff, the challenges and stuff that I had to go through over the last year, trying to figure out who I am and what I want to do and all that sort of stuff, I don't even really remember how I got to it, but I was on a phone call with the beautiful Hannah, and this was probably a little over a month ago, and we got to talking about life, and I sort of was watching her journey over the last 7 or 8 months, and just, you know, it just sat with me, all the values and beliefs of this whole kaupapa for me and my whānau, it just sat really well. So decided, yeah, I want to get some good stuff into me. You know, it's all about me. I'm doing this for myself now because, you know, since I had my first child when about 11 years ago, it feels like I've just been focusing on other people and not myself. So that was pretty much where I was like, yeah, this sounds like what I want to do. Like, this is something for me. So just probably, I think it was around like the 19th of April this year, I started taking the stuff. So we're on like, so myself and my partner and my mum, we're all taking it. So we've got the fruit and veg and the berries and the omegas and even the goodies for the kids and the shakes. And they are awesome. I just feel like I'm a totally different person, to be honest. My mum, even in the mornings, you know, like, isn't hearing me swear my head off at my kids to get their stuff ready for school and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty calm in our house. My mood's changed. And I think, you know, with my behaviour and all that changing, because I just have so much energy, everyone, it's like a ripple effect. So because I'm sweet as, my kids are sweet as, the whole vibe in our house is pretty good, you know. So definitely a cool decision that I decided to make for our whānau. So pretty good with it, like the recipes and stuff tried to implement into our whānau. We've got a pretty big household, obviously, so I was freaking out a little bit with the whole veggies and fruits and all that sort of stuff, but you know, you don't just like straight away go into so little things like changing our milk, like we don't, you know, we've got almond milk in there or whatever. It's cool with the shakes because you don't have to use milk, use water. Little things like going to McDonald's, instead of getting a fizzy, they have water and they're fine with it, like those little things. So yeah, definitely a big game changer for our whānau. So yeah, with that, the biggest thing that I've found is the energy, like overwhelmed with energy. I go to sleep pretty late anyway, like, you know, have to do the stuff, clean up the house and all that sort of thing, and have my time. So going to sleep late is normal, but waking up and then trying to go through the day without being shitty at people was my norm. Like, you know, just negative, I guess. And it felt like, you know, like a muddy window just got wiped clear. And like, this might be a little bit inappropriate, but I was saying to my to Hannah that, you know, it feels like I'm on, like, I've smoked a few drugs in my time, but it feels like I'm pretty like high off like energy. Like it's just amazing. I'm like on cloud 9 all the time. So yeah, it's just really awesome with in regards to the goodness that we get from our stuff. And like my partner, he's also seen lots of changes, and like he's got a big story for his you know, how he takes it and what it's done for him. And he's also said energy is the biggest thing as well. And mum, she was just saying just tonight, like she had like sore joints lately, like sore back, and she just said she started taking a little bit extra of, I think it might have been the omegas, and she's already feeling like a lot better. So yeah, it's like a miracle kai that is just like in a little tablet, so easy to take, and you know, child friendly, whānau friendly. It's awesome. So yes, yeah, so our hauora is balanced. Our hauora is so balanced. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to thank Hannah for getting me onto this, and yeah, I just can't wait to get rolling. So yeah, kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, Sherie. Awesome, that's beautiful. Now we're going to pass it over to Latoya. Hey, gorgeous girl.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I'm Latoya. I'm gonna not lie, I'm pretty nervous and excited. So I'm a mama of 3 beautiful babies, and gosh, I don't know where to start, but I guess I should start by saying 2017 I decided to be a stay-at-home mum, and before then I have always been the working mum, and I would have my babies, I would go to work, and it was a huge struggle. And so what I want to say is tonight I have 2 babies, and if there's any mamas on here that used to get anxious having to call your boss or the girls at work to say, can someone work with me? It feels really great to know that I don't have to do that anymore. So like I said, 2017 I decided to stay home, and I loved it, but I felt like I lost a bit of my independence from being that working mum to being the stay-at-home mum. And so I kind of kept my eyes open. So the industry is not new to me. So yes, I was a skeptic of all this online home businesses. I thought, okay, not gonna lie, I thought scam. And oh, how about everyone? Okay, so yeah, I thought it was a scam, and it's just I wasn't open-minded to anything. So I was in a previous company before this, and I loved it. I loved the products, but it came to a point where I was wanting to work on myself and my health, and so trying to juggle a family and an online business and my health, which is what I wanted to work on, became a bit too much. And that's when I sort of kept my eyes open, and a few of my girlfriends were on the magic beans on Juice Plus, and they were loving it. They had heaps of energies, and we've all got lots of kids. Together we look like we have a little tribe for like a little daycare. So I knew from listening to my friends who I always hang out with say, since they've been taking Juice Plus, they've had so much energy. I thought, heck, why not try it? So I decided to give it a try, and I thought, well, let's keep it open. Let's give it a try and see what I like. And I found out that I was getting a lot more energy, and I was working on my health a lot more. And for those of you that don't know me and are wondering what kind of bad health I have, it's my eating wasn't really bad. So to the point I did not know the difference between lettuce and cabbage kind of bad. And my girlfriends would come over for chocolate biscuits and coffee. So I really wanted to work on my health, not just for me, but for the kids and just for my family. We all have a history of diabetes in our family, so it runs quite strong in our family. So I thought I'd really love to just not work on myself, but work on my family too. So the girls had introduced me to Hannah, who is so, so beautiful, and we got on the product, and I gave it a try, and I knew there was a business behind it. And so I thought it just worked for someone who's staying at home who felt like she lost a bit of independence, who felt stuck, who wanted to work on her health goals. I just felt like, why not? Like, what do I have to lose? For me, with having such young children, I can't go back to work. You can put them in daycare, but it costs a lot to do stuff like that. So this was an opportunity suited for me and for my circumstances, and I couldn't think of any other way to get myself out of this stuck feeling. So I've gone on this amazing journey so far. I've been on the product for about 4 months, and I can say it's not only changing my own, but it's changing my family's health as well. Like, we eat so much better. We do still eat the bad stuff, but like, I'm learning to adapt, and me and my little children are learning to adapt. Here's my little bub over here, which is, I'm so happy for being a stay-at-home mum, working at home, is I'm usually always so tired because you've got teething going on, you've got raising young kids, so to be able to keep up with them as well, my journey's totally changed. Like, I probably told you 10 million stories in like 5 seconds, but it really has so much goodness in Juice Plus. It's not just the products are amazing. I know that because I couldn't talk to my friends about something I don't believe in, something I don't like. I don't like that icky feeling you get. So it's great. The products are amazing. So one, that was a tick for my box. It's helping my health, tick, and it's helping me get out of my stuck situation. Like, I felt stuck as a mum staying home, and you like your own independence. So it ticks all my boxes. And what I love is the community of people. So in social media, I notice there's so much negative people out in the world. So it's great to be surrounded by just loving people who are all about health, they're all about wellness. And so it's really just surrounding yourself with greatness. So it's just awesome. I love it. Should I pass it on?
Hi everyone. Thanks so much for sharing, guys. Sherie and Latoya, you've got amazing stories. We're going to switch gears now and start to talk about the business behind Juice Plus. Like, a few of the ladies have touched on that tonight. I've also got the pleasure of introducing more launches, because we do have a couple more guys. Awesome to hear from some guys launching their business. So is everyone hearing me okay? Can I get some thumbs up that I'm being heard? Yeah, awesome, cool. I'm not sure up that there, but so one of the things that kind of came up when looking at a business like this was that I think someone touched on it before, that they thought it might have been a bit of a scam. And sometimes you might hear the old, is that one of those pyramid things being thrown around? And I know for myself, I certainly heard that, and I can definitely tell you that it's certainly not one of those. And I'm pretty sure pyramid thingies got made illegal in the 70s. And to be quite honest, I've never really gone into exactly what they are, but I certainly know this isn't one of them. And, you know, this company's been around for, 30 plus years. So we're certainly not one of those. I do know, however, that prior to doing this and becoming a mum, I actually used to work in what I consider one of those pyramid thingies. And that was in an insurance company. And I'll just sort of show you why that to me was a pyramid. So when I worked there, there was a CEO at the top, and I started at the bottom in the call center, working on the phones, essentially trading time for money, asking when I had to go to the bathroom, asking when I had to go on holiday, all those types of things. And I worked there for 5 years and applied for a team leader position, which I got, but it wasn't without sort of quite a bit of stress. Like, I had to be interviewed like 3 times. I was up against not only internal but external applicants. Some of those internal applicants were my friends. So, it was, when I got that position, people were happy for me, but, a few people were a bit pissed off as well. So certainly didn't win me any favours. And getting into that position, sure, I was getting paid a little bit more money, but it came with more responsibility, longer hours, more stress, more targets, more people to be responsible for. And when I looked to the top, to sort of become CEO was definitely not something that I could ever do realistically. So I really, really love the style of this sort of business. I love that I can come in as anybody. I can come in as myself as a stay-at-home mum. I can come in as a doctor, a teacher, with any sort of knowledge, anything like that. I come in and I start at the bottom as a virtual franchisee. And the only way I can get myself to the top, which is our pinnacle position of NMD, is by teaching others. It's awesome. Like, positions at the top are unlimited, and we have the potential to be able to get there, but all we have to do is help people. And it's not running around roping all our friends in or, shooting on people like, you should come and do this with me or anything like that. It's just sharing what we love to people who may or may not be interested. So that's why I love it. And I get the pleasure now of actually introducing our next couple of launches tonight. I'm going to start with Dan. So Dan, if you're listening, I'm excited to hear where you were before you found Juice Plus, where you're at now, and what you're excited about. He's sitting with Hannah, babe. Dan, if you can take yourself off mute, or Hannah, if you can take you guys off mute. Okay. Can we get Dan? No? Are they frozen? Okay. All right. No worries. I will now introduce Aaron then, my own husband, who was part of the reason why I actually got involved in this, because he told me that I wasn't one of the types of people that could actually do this. So I was like, well, look, I'll show you. And so I decided to jump on board and take a chance. So Aaron, if you could share with everyone where you were before Juice Plus, where you are now, and what you're excited about.
Shuffle over. Hi, everyone. First, I'd actually like to thank everyone who's already spoken so far, and a massive thanks to everyone who's turned up tonight to check this out. There's a lot of people here that I really respect and love who've turned up to watch this, and everyone else too. So, and thanks Tracy for hosting. The reason why I've jumped on board is because for me it was a no-brainer. Initially, yes, I thought, no, Ems, it's going to be another one of those things. You're going to do what you did, with another thing, and you just dropped off. But things were different. This is a solid product, and Ems absolutely believed in it. She said, "Get on it." I was like, "Oh, me being me, holding back," and she just kept saying, "Look, just try it. It can only be good for you. Look what's in it." So yeah, I was like, I couldn't really argue with that either. So I said, yeah, right, I'll try it. And it definitely was working for me. Like, I'm one to burn the candle at both ends really badly. Not the best sleeper. And if I do, like, when I need to drag myself to bed sometimes because, there's so many things going on. And for me, I felt another level of energy. It definitely improved, and so watching Em's journey, because Em's has been involved in the business for like 2 years, and I've been on the sidelines watching, and it's we've got the cheer squad over here. So watching Em's journey has been awesome, and my belief has definitely increased in this, if anything, rather than my skepticism increasing. So for us, it's a really cool thing to be able to, possibly make this a thing where I get to spend my time with these guys. Like, what more could I want? I've been a fly-in, fly-out worker. Money was good. Lifestyle was absolute crap. I've got friends on here who have been living that lifestyle and still do, and that's cool. And I take my hat off to them. You know, they're still in there and doing it. That's cool. But for me personally, my family is my number one priority at the moment, and our health and Miles's health. And I wouldn't give him something to put in his mouth that I didn't think was right. None of us would for our kids, you know. So that shows sort of how much I believe in the product, and it doesn't get much more simple than what it is. You've already heard what it is. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to building this in my own time, while I'm also building another business at the same time. So I'm going to make that happen. I've got another business. It's going to take my time, and I'm going to have to be there and be involved. Whereas this one, I can do it in lunch breaks. I can do it after work. Geez, I can, you know, I can do it wherever I want, and I can do the things that I want to do with this. And hopefully this will be something that will supersede my other business, and that's the plan. So that every day I can just go, well, we're going to go do something. I'm not chained to something else, and we can live our dreams as a family together, not going and living someone else's dreams for them. So yeah, I mean, is there anything else that you are?
No, that's awesome. That's an incredible share, and exactly, you know, what this business can offer. And we've actually got, and I'm hoping he's still on here, but we've actually got someone who I am going to get Dan to share in a second. But just first up, we've got Adam Westwick, who's actually the guy who I'm lucky enough to call a mentor in this business, and he's done some pretty incredible stuff with it. So you know, we all aspire to kind of grow to where Adam's at and further and beyond that. So I'm pretty pumped to hear from Adam. So I'm going to put us on mute now and let Adam take the show.
Hey guys, good to connect here on a Sunday. Hope you guys have an awesome Sunday, and so cool to see so many guys launching tonight between here and Australia. So big congratulations, guys, those that are launching. I kind of share my story a little. Before Juice Plus, I was a traditional business owner working 60, 70 hours a week. And I know on a Sunday, I'll be honest, I was never looking forward to another week ahead, you know, that week of the grind and, you know, another 5.5 big days of work. And, you know, certainly, although I was always doing something I was passionate about, I was involved in health and fitness for many, many years. You know, I was sick of doing the grind, and I got into traditional business because I wanted to own my own life. And, you know, if anyone has owned their own business, there's no doubt that we learn that owning your own life and owning your own business should never be said in the same sentence. It's sort of not often the dream that we always make out it to be. So for me, when I came along to an event like this, I'll be honest, there was no way I was doing this. But I was definitely curious. I was curious that there must be a better way. I'd heard about some amazing growth that had gone on in the Juice Plus company. I found out about some young 27-year-old kids who'd created a 6-figure income within 12 months, and it'd take me many years to get to that figure. And so I was certainly open to new and better ways. And I think in hindsight, you know, when I look back at my life right now, I look 4 years on, you know, life has changed a lot. The way that we come across products and services is not the same way that our parents did, and there's no doubt that the Juice Plus company is a business for the future. You know, that we find out about products and services through social media, the internet, word of mouth, and this certainly is what this business is all about. You know, I love sharing this, and you know, in the beginning we did this out of desperation. Now we get to do it out of inspiration to inspire other people to create the lifestyle that we've been so lucky and blessed to be able to create. And, you know, I've been involved in the Juice Plus company for just 4 years now. And I'm proud to say, you know, we often say that the money that we make in this business is a direct reflection of the amount of lives that we're impacting each and every day with health, but also with lifestyle and wealth. And to think that, you know, 4 years on that we're able to do this full time, we probably make more money per month than we used to make per year. And we get to share and inspire other people that this is truly possible. So, you know, I love this. It's changed the relationship that I have with my wife, the relationship that I have with my kids. You know, it gives me so many hours back with my kids. And, I think we all know that there's better ways out there, and this team's doing some amazing stuff. I love how many of you guys are plugged into here tonight, so many faces that are familiar but also some new faces. And I would just say to you guys, if you're looking for something better, if you're looking for if you feel like life hasn't quite delivered everything that you're wanting in life, then maybe this could be it. And so I just encourage you that you did what I did in the beginning, and ask yourself, what if this thing could be the thing? And I can't imagine my life if I hadn't have done that. So thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate that, and big congratulations to the guys that are launching tonight, and looking forward to seeing you guys grow and continue to rock it. Good job.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Adam. What a treat. Being able to have you on tonight. I was going to introduce Dan to launch his business, which is pretty exciting. So Dan, if you are ready, you can take yourself off mute.
Yep. Kia ora, everyone. Firstly, I just want to say thanks to everybody that's tuned in and supporting us tonight. It's real awesome. Cool to see. Well, I'm a father of 3 kids. I've got 2 boys and a daughter. And before Juice Plus, I owned a traditional business as well in the transport industry. It was a good earning 6-figure business, which provided the family with what we needed. But I lost a lot of time and freedom doing this business, which really affected my relationships with my partner, my kids, and I started to build up a lot of anxiety and stress levels from working such long hours and being away from my family, which is my number one important for me. I lacked energy to put effort into other things that I really enjoyed in life, like sports, surfing, just being with family. But I came across the business, seeing Hannah do it for the last 8-9 months, and just seeing the impact that she has on that this has on other people and other families' lives, including our own families' lives, was just amazing to see. And I was really inspired by all of that, watching her. I'd come home from a long day's work and I'll tell her about my day and all the stuff they went through, and then she'll tell me how amazing her day's been and all the amazing connections and the cool things she's done. And I was really, I guess, a little bit jealous, and I was like, man, that sounds so cool. I wish I could do something where I'm so passionate. I could see the passion and the excitement that she had when she started it, and it's just grown since then. So that's been real cool, real boost for me. But another turning point for me was when we attended the Success Summit in Auckland, and I got a bit more better insight into the business and the growth and the opportunity that can happen from it if you put in the work, and if you're willing to do what the leaders and everybody says what needs to be done. And it wasn't actually until later on in the evening, after the formal stuff, and there was a few of us, we met up at the bar afterwards, and that's when I first met Adam and Kira. I had heard a lot about them from Hannah and how amazing they were, and I was just really impressed how real they were, and I could just see they wanted to help and help us succeed in this business, and they're willing to teach us. And I just went away, walked away from there just buzzing and just excited about the potential for all of this, which was amazing. So when I went back to work on the Monday, I had a turning stomach, I just knew that this job wasn't for me. This traditional business wasn't for me anymore. So I started an exit plan to get out of this traditional business, to plan a life with more freedom, more time. And I knew this vehicle was something that came into our life for a reason. And I'm really excited. The things that excite me about this business is all the connections that we can make. I was somebody that was pretty shy. I didn't really reach out as much as I knew I should. But that's another thing I love about this business is the growth and the personal development side as well. It's really something really cool, and I'm really excited about. And helping people with their health journeys as well is what I'm excited about, and helping them create another stream of income if that's what they want to do, and just to build on my business and help other families achieve those goals as well. And that's pretty much my story.
I think we're passing over to Sharon.
My video come up before. I was like, hang on, that shouldn't be me just yet. How are you, everyone? Guys and girls who have shared tonight, you are rock stars, every single one of you. I have loved not only just hearing from the women who are breaking free and like really creating their own life and walking away from crappy relationships and finding new ones, and it's so awesome and empowering. Sherie and Latoya, love that you got loads of babies. I have too. And you guys, I just love it. It's just such a beautiful way to show more men how awesome this business really is. So my name is Sharon. You can see it on the screen. I'm a 5-time world champion boxer. I'm actually a little bit retired, but I'm one of 12 emeritus champions with the World Boxing Council, the WBC. So it means a little girl from Australia has become the elite of the elite with the likes of Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Costa Zoo. So I end up pregnant, and that's how my sporting career shut down really quickly. I had twins. And I was an independent mum pretty much from the get-go. And I just knew that I wanted to, I've now got 4 little boys that I homeschool, because I want to fill their brains with it is possible to do anything and everything that you want in this life. And I wanted to make sure I had the time. So I had to find something that would suit what we were doing, to be able to live that whole dream, because trust me, before this business come into my life, even though I was a 5-time world champion athlete, I was flat broke. I had nothing. Now I'm outside on a daybed, put on the balcony of we've got 3 stories. Our house is, it's 4-car garage. We overlook a playground and the water, and it's just amazing. And it definitely isn't because of what I achieved, because I was flat broke, trust me, before this business. So what I'm going to share with everyone, the products are incredible. We've already heard about that, but I'm going to share more about how we get paid. So if anybody is not interested in knowing how to make money, you can hang up now. But I'm hoping that you don't, because this is probably the best part. And when people say things to me like, hey, Sharon, it's, money's not everything, or, you can be happy without money. I'm like, babe, you just don't get it. Money is energy, and we are energy. And money pretty much is everything, because if you don't have it, what can you give your kids, and what opportunities have you got, and where can you take them, and what memories can you create? Like I know, I was an investigator for Centrelink for a lot of years, and the biggest thing that I found as an investigator was families were breaking up all the time because the money just wasn't there. Hubby would go to work, the missus would go to work, and the kids are just like struggling to like cope because mum and dad aren't there, and there just wasn't enough money. And when I actually sat down and spoke with Adam, I just seen his conviction, seen his drive, seen the products were incredible, and thought, oh my gosh, this has got to be a pretty smart vehicle. So I'm just going to share super simply that we actually get paid 3 ways. Most people that are working get paid like 1. So we get paid retail. So that's when you connect the customer with the company. We don't have to buy products, whole products, do any of that sort of stuff. We just connect the customer with the company. The company ship everything. So you got your own drop shipping business. So it's super, super simple. You don't have to worry about whether the stock doesn't make it. The company takes care of all that. They take care of all the payments. When you help somebody get to the second level of the business, which I'll show you really quickly, I'm going to keep this so fast. You pick up another extra percentage, which is what we call the beach money. That means you can go and hang out on the beach. Me, I like the bush. And then we get bonuses. And this is what I really, really love, because this is, we say we've got to spend on ourselves, but the kids and I love to go and have a bit of a party when these come in. So one of the first levels of the business is SDVF. You get here, you get a $400 bonus. And then the person that showed you the business also gets a $400 bonus, which is pretty cool stuff. The next level of the business is SC. Here you get a $600 bonus, and again, the person that showed you the business also gets a $600 bonus. The next level is SSC. Look at me going fast. $1,200 bonus. That's pretty awesome. $1,200 bonus. So you look at some hubbies have come on here with their wives, which is just so exciting. So when these girls help their hubbies get to like any of these levels, not only does hubby get the bonus, but the mamas get the bonus as well. Like, what a bonus that would be. Like, that's going to be $2,400 a month just in bonuses. Anyway, that'd be a nice weekend away for you guys, that's for sure. QNMD is a $1,500 bonus. And also the person that showed you the business is a $1,500 bonus. And NMD, which is what we call the pinnacle of our business, is a $3,000 bonus. By the time you get, if you're wondering why the other person doesn't get one, it's because they've made plenty. They don't need any more. By the time you get to NMD, you've made between $80,000 to $100,000 on that journey. Now, that journey used to take between 4 to 6, 7, 8 years. We are pumping that out now in 12 months to 16 months to 2 years. Everybody's at a different pace. I'm a bit of a competition queen. So when Adam said it took him 17 months, I just sort of took off. Trust me, don't do what I did at first. So I went and spewed fruits, veggies and berries over as many people as I could. And they all thought, oh, she's definitely been hit in the head for a living. She's gone crazy. Let's just stay right away from her. So trust me, don't do that. It doesn't work. And you don't need to know stacks of people, because I definitely didn't. The people that have come and joined my team, mostly are people that I've either reconnected with over time from school, or they've been people that I've met online. So what I love about this business is it is all, you can do most for online. We look at being able to make this kind of money. If somebody said to me, part-time, add an extra 2 or 3 hours a week into what you're already doing now, that over the next couple of years, you could pull that in to your bank account and really start a retirement fund, I would be like, are you serious? Like, it wouldn't matter how much overtime you did, or if you're working 2 or 3 jobs. Being able to try and save this much is bloody hard in this day and age. It really, really is. Especially if you've got kids, because they're demanding, they want more, and we want to give our kids more, and then we want to have fun too, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I hit here in 16 months. And again, it wasn't because I knew bucket loads of people, because I did it all the wrong way. It was because I just slowed down. I listened to what I was told what to do. There's systems already there. And I just really took an interest in people. And, when we look at men's health, I know there's so many women on this call that are cheering you guys on. We seriously are, because so many men not only need our product, but they need to be able to jump on this and be able to walk away from having to work ridiculous hours. Men work, you guys get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're lucky to get home by 7. You deserve so much more, and you deserve, whether you want to be around your kids or you want to be going to the beach or the park, whatever it may be, you definitely deserve it. I think men have been given the back end of the deal, where they've had to work way too hard for way too long. And I know there's so many wives on this call that really want their hubbies home as well, which is pretty awesome. I guess I'm just going to wrap it up. If you want me to, someone's just going to give me the go ahead to wrap up. Am I just going to get a thumbs up? I'm just going to do it anyway. They can come off mute if they don't want me to. So I guess if you're looking for a way, some people just say, I just want to be able to cover our grocery bill and never have to worry, or go to the fuel station, fill the car up and never have to stress there is something flying around out here and it's coming at me. So if I freak out, don't panic. And so some people might only be $200 to $500 a month. Other people are like, no, I just want to replace my entire income and then some. For me, I'm not stopping. My goal in this business is to show 10,000 families how to be able to create from $250 a month to $25,000 a month. I don't care which family takes which number. It's totally up to what they put in. And this is like the so not hardest job to do. Like, I am definitely not the smartest woman in the world. I've been hit in the head for a living, and I don't like being told what to do by very many people. So I hate employers. But I definitely, one thing I do love is that in this business, we have a community. Most of the women on this screen and the guys that are getting on here now, I didn't even know any of these guys before I started this business, and most of us aren't even in the same pay line. So we don't have a lack mentality. This isn't a business where we're like, oh no, they've got to be mine and you can't talk to them. We're like, just let's all come together, bring as many people in, let's share the love. And there is so many people in this world that need help. We are here to help anyone and everyone. So, if you want to make that extra $200, $500 a month, or you really want to just go hard like these guys are doing, like I just heard Aaron say before, he wants to be home all the time and he wants to experience everything with, his little boy and with his wife. And like, I love that. So if that's something that's for you, like, what if it wasn't something like this, what else are your options? your options are going back and doing your fly in, fly out, whatever else it may be, just be further and further away from what real happiness is. So, you know, I just think if this didn't resonate with you at all and you think we're crazy, I just want to say a big thank you and bless you for hanging around for as long as you did, because this has taken an hour to get all these awesome people to share their stories. And most people would have just signed off by now. So thank you so much for hanging around. It may not be for you, but you may know a couple of people in your life that are looking for better health and they want to look better and feel better, or they may be looking for a way to make more money. Or you may even have kids, grandkids, whatever it may be, nieces and nephews, and I'm talking like in their 20s or whatever it may be, that you know are struggling financially, and you never know, this could be something for them. So if you've got people you can think of, connect them with the person that's invited you here. Or you could be number two who just says, look, I've got loads of questions that need to be answered. Please, 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 from us, get them answered. We're not a sign-up club. We don't sign you up, kick you out in the street and hope you go off like a firecracker. This is not what it's about. We link arms with you and we show you the way, and we're in no hurry. So if you've got questions to be answered, please go and get that done. Feel free to come on to as many of these calls as you want, and even invite people to come and take a listen as well. I promise we don't hunt you down. It's really cool, right? We're not like spammers. It's all good. Or you could be like me. I just put both hands up and just said, show me the way, because everything else I've done hasn't friggin' worked. So show me what this is. You know, and to go from living in a tiny little 1-bedroom in my parents' house where it was wall to wall of mattresses for me and 4 kids to this beautiful, big, spacious place is definitely nothing to, I'm not bragging to say, look at me now. It's just like, my gosh, look at what I can now give my kids. We have choices. My kids get up every day and go, we're rich. We're amazing. And like, we send money to kids in third world countries. My kids press the go button to give money to kids who don't have anything instead of buying themselves stuff. And I'm like, to just think that you can do that with your kids and not think, I need that money to cover food in our fridge is just, it's a blessing. So I'm going to zip it. You're all incredible. Welcome, all of you, to our Juicy family. I can't wait to see you all shine. I'm here to support any of you.
Go, Tracy.